Tinder, right? We're going to talk about Tinder
I know
today,
nothing
Paul.
about Tinder. I'm not on it. Never been on it.
But imagine if,
Right.
you were on Tinder
Yeah.
and you saw the next door neighbour's husband on the fucking thing.
I wouldn't see him because I wouldn't be looking
What
at me.
would you say? Well, actually, yes, that's a very good point. The next door neighbour's wife was on it, and to your knowledge, they were still happily married and together and all of that. And
Yeah.
there's no mention of a breakup or anything in the community. It hadn't got out.
I think either she's cheating or they have an open relationship.
Right. Do you tell him?
No.
No.
None of my business.
Good man. Don't get into it. Typical Irish man, I tell you. Say nothing. Say nothing. Whatever you do. Stay out of it.
I do know of somebody who was on Tinder and shouldn't have been on Tinder, and the wife was told that exact thing. And when she confronted him, he said, I was just curious.
Right.
Now, if you're curious about something, you look up fucking Wikipedia. You don't go on Tinder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're curious about prostitution or whatever, you Google it.
Yeah.
You don't hire a prostitute to sit down and tell you what it's all about.
Yeah.
So I do think it is covering up, and I do think the person is as guilty as hell
Yeah.
and shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely cheating. In my book.
It is.
If you're on Tinder, you're looking for,
The ride.
somebody else.
Yeah, because I was doing
Yeah.
it was something, I forget, I was doing something for radio years ago, and I was interviewing people about the different dating apps only coming out at the time.
Yeah.
And I'd asked somebody, what do you think this new Tinder thing? And she said, well, it's style of ride. It's not, I'm looking for a long-term relationship, and we're looking to build a home and get cuddly animals and go on holidays
describe,
together.
yeah.
It's style of ride.
Yeah, I remember listening to a couple of presenters on radio before, and they were talking about Tinder, and one girl, she was talking about her experience being on Tinder, and all she was doing was racking up dates, dinner dates. Do you know,
Yeah.
she'd go on a date.
Get a
and
free
get
meal, was it?
Free dinner, right?
Really?
And then
Modern empowered woman,
might
she wasn't
go
paying
back.
her half.
No, she wasn't. She was racking up the dinners, and she was, she might go home with him and she might not,
Yeah.
depending on how
And
well
again,
the dinner went.
People that have spoken to me about this would say it's like a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
You see the same people churning around and round, and they're on it, they're off it, and then they must be on it, and then they're back on it again, and then they're off it, and then they're back on it again.
Yeah, I think the genuine interest in actually dating or actually meeting a partner is very scarce on apps like Tinder.
But if you found somebody on Tinder that shouldn't be on Tinder, first of all, you shouldn't be on Tinder to find them
Yes.
on Tinder.
Well,
but hypothetically, say if it was a family member
Yeah.
that was either doing the cheating or was being cheated,
Yeah.
would you get involved on that and say, do you know what, you need to check this out, look, your partner's on Tinder?
Yes, like I'm thinking now in terms of, if my sisters and I saw their husbands on Tinder, I would absolutely tell them. And I would show them the profile. And I'd be like, chop his head off.
So what's the difference then in your mind then
that.
between telling your sister and not telling your neighbour?
So I suppose because I have an emotional connection with my sisters, that's we're family and that's it. Whereas if you're friendly with somebody, I remember having an instance years ago where I had a really good friend in school, and I told her that her boyfriend was hitting on me basically, and trying to get me to go out with him and stuff. And she was so grateful to me for telling her that day, and then the next day she wasn't talking to me. She went back to him and she was calling me all the whores under the sun. And I was like, what the F,
So what happened? Did she suddenly see you as the other woman in the threat?
Whatever he
did
told
he convince her? Oh,
yeah.
It's her.
Oh, she's hitting on me.
She's just trying to split us up because she's after me.
Yeah.
And she's been hitting on me.
Yeah, that's right. I'd say something along those lines. And she believed him anyway. But then years later, she just talked to me as if nothing happened. It's weird. I think I met her at a funeral years later. But the whole thing with Tinder, and other weird things happen as well on Tinder. I have a friend as well who was regularly on Tinder and would see clients on Tinder, and go, oh, wipe that away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, imagine that.
So does it do the thing that Facebook does? It kind of recommends people to you, that there is some connection
I think it does a general demographic. You put in a demographic of what you're looking for. So
Right.
male between the ages of 35 to 45, we'll say, right? And then what area you want them in, you know, in your local area, in the Midlands of Ireland. And then it'll give you all the people from that area. Area.
Right. Okay.
And then I think you swipe right if you like them and left if you don't or something.
Okay, so it doesn't use your contact list, it doesn't use who you've been phoning and
Jesus,
stuff
no.
like that. Because oftentimes some social media sites, Facebook would throw up people that have been clients of mine or people I've done business with.
I hate that.
That you don't want to have this connection, and it would be inappropriate to have this connection.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Yeah.
Because your clients aren't your friends, it cannot be your friends, it has to be a business, a professional thing. So I was concerned that would Tinder do the same? Would the algorithm be able to differentiate between?
No, it doesn't do that. It doesn't know. It doesn't use your contact details, I don't think, for any of that, unless it's changed now.
Yeah.
But I don't think so, Paul.
Because what if your boss came up on Tinder?
Yeah.
Oh.
All of them things.
And he saw you as well, but you had already swiped. Is it left for rejecting and right for accepting?
Left to reject them, yeah.
So would he know that you had rejected him? Or
Well,
she?
if they tried to connect with you and you couldn't connect with them or something, I don't know.
Right.
I think
Can
they
you
can
block
still,
people on it?
They can swipe right, but if you don't swipe right on them, you can't message them.
Okay, so it has to be a match.
Both of you have to match, and then you get a list of all your matches, I think. So you know who you've matched with.
Right. People will advise us. People will let us know.
Go on out with that. But it's an interesting one though, like, because if you get caught up in a marriage, you know what I mean, in somebody else's marriage, and you're saying like, oh, I've seen your husband cheating, 9 times out of 10, like, men are probably the same, I assume. I'll let you answer that in a minute, but women will end up like working things out with the husband. And it's other people's expectations. It's like, if my expectation going to my friend or my sister or whoever with this information is that they should break up with them, then that's not my business. I need to impart the information, be honest about it, and say, look, it's up to you what you do with it, you know. Because I don't think I'd be as quick to break up with my husband if I found him on Tinder. I'd be wondering, shit, we're not great, really. There's something really bad going on here. Like,
you cheat, you go outside of a relationship to get something you're not getting within the relationship. So you have to see what's deficient.
Yeah. See, I would be very curious in that way. But not everybody is like that. You know, I'd be wondering, what am I missing? You know, what's missing here? Like, because obviously there's a lot missing, you know. And I'm not saying that it's my fault he's cheating or would be cheating or anything like that. That's not it. Like, it's not a good thing to be disloyal to somebody, in my view. I like monogamy.
But you'd be saying he's not happy for some reason.
Yeah. And I'd be more curious about that. And I would want to fix it. You know, we have 3 children together. We've built a life and a home and all of that. So it's, you know.
And a rick of animals.
And oh my God, my fur babies.
Yeah, hardly any room for the house.
What about you, Paul? What would you do?
What
would you do if your partner was on Tinder now and I came up to you and I said,
I'd get off with them, because I kind of say, well, obviously they've lost interest in me, and I'm of the thing. Well, if somebody decides, well, don't want to be with me and prefer to see what else is out there, I'd say let them off. I said they don't value me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go chasing them.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
I might have done when I was a younger man. There's a lot. My favourite phrase to use at the age that I currently am is, I just couldn't be arsed. I just couldn't be arsed.
Yeah, too much effort.
Off with them. I'll set up my own Tinder profile. How do I do this? What buttons do I press?
You're a class. Oh my God, I love it.
Let us know your experience of Tinder, and what would you do if you found somebody on Tinder who should not be there?
Yes.
We're Happy Headers. Like us, subscribe to us, and we'll talk to you soon.